hi guys, I've got kids that are so competitive that when they make a mistake or don't have a quality at bat, they walk off the field with sour faces and they won't even talk or even tear up. How do I change this? You know, that takes time. That takes time. It takes you as a coach to, like Steve said before, letting them know that they're going to fail and they're going to make mistakes and they're going to strike out. They're going to miss balls. But how we respond and how we get the parents to respond to that is going to help them dramatically. If they hear mom or dad saying, hey, that's all right, Johnny, get it next time. That's okay, Maddie, make sure you do this. Instead of, a lot of times, what do you hear? You hear mom or dad screaming from the dugout. You hear them screaming from the stands. You hear people yelling, like if they make a mistake, get down on the ball. How could you miss that? And it's their own parents screaming at them, making them feel like, I would love to have some of the parents actually have to be on the field and hear and see what the kids actually go through. You know, we saw one of the funniest videos the other day. It was a hitting instructor with a kid and they're hitting, and the dad starts yelling at the kid. The instructor actually put him in the batting cage, cranked the cage up to like 70 miles an hour, and the dad didn't hit one ball. Swinging, missing, couldn't, and the kid was laughing, the coach was, and they were kind of like heckling the dad, and it was like he must have missed 70 balls in a row, and it was like, okay, so now what? So that's what the kid feels like. So if you can't do it, stay out of the cage and just pump them up with confidence, and you'll see that the kids will, their confidence will go through the roof. So it's just kind of how we deal with that as a group, as parents, as supporters of those kids, that, hey, just slap them on the back when they're done. They come in and, give them some, tell them maybe what they did wrong. Hey, we just got to stay a little bit lower on the ball. But it's not something that we're screaming out on the field, 3 coaches and the parents yelling at kids back and forth. It's, and then just letting them know that it's, everyone on the team also has to be a leader as well. Maybe the shortstop's talking to the third baseman, hey, don't worry about it, Rachel. You get it next time. Let's go. We got this. That immediately makes you feel better. Hey, Rachel, take a deep breath. We got this. The next ground ball is going to be hit to us. Makes us feel better than, kind of letting the person feel like they're out there by themselves. And so we all just have to keep talking and communicating and working together so that we don't have that blow up bad inning and every single person on the field is, down in the dumps making error after error.
I was just going to say the same exact thing. I think finding 2 or 3 leaders on your team and sitting down with them on the side and talking about situations like that, talking about how do we communicate with our teammates when we make an error, or if somebody has a bad at bat and strikes out, we got to pick them up when they walk back into the dugout. And I think your players are going to feed off the energy of the leaders on the team, positive or negative, right? If your leaders are throwing their helmets, well, now everybody's going to be throwing their helmets. If the leaders on the team are sulking and complaining, well, now everybody's going to kind of follow their lead. But just like Duke said, if the leaders are the ones picking each other up, hey, so what? You got them next time. Hey, so what? I made an error last inning too. Like, next ball's coming us. Be ready to go. That kind of leadership is going to it's going to really grow, and it starts to get contagious, and you start to see the attitudes change a little bit because, again, we're going to have bad at bats. We're going to look silly. We're going to do bad things, and as Duke said, it's a game of failure. You're going to fail a heck of a lot more than you succeed. So finding a way to get a few leaders on the team that have that good energy, that have that positive vibe about them, to pick one another up. Now all of a sudden you start to see it gets contagious, and more people start to do it.